Here we observe a most curious creature, the human being. Humans are torn between a primal yearning for freedom and a deep fear of it. We dream of open horizons, yet cling to routines and structures for comfort. The cage, though limiting, feels safe. Its boundaries are known, its bars familiar. We complain about our cages, fantasize about escape, but freeze when the door opens. The wild unknown is alluring and terrifying all at once. This tension isn't weakness, it's the complexity of being human. We are creatures of both courage and caution, always at a crossroads. Understanding this paradox is the first step to navigating it. The drama of human life unfolds in the balance between our longing for liberation and our fear of the unknown. The urge to escape is universal. We feel it in unfulfilling jobs, stagnant relationships, and even in the roles we play for others. The familiar pain of staying often feels safer than the unknown pain of leaving. We construct identities to please others, hiding our authentic selves. Escaping means facing a world without a map, which is both thrilling and terrifying. Our spirit craves growth, but our instincts cling to safety. The struggle is between the soul's desire for expansion and the mind's demand for security. This is the quiet battle at the heart of every longing for change. We romanticize freedom as a life without burdens, but true freedom is the acceptance of responsibility. To be free is to be the architect of your own life, accountable for every choice. Living within systems lets us blame others for our unhappiness, but seizing freedom means owning every success and failure. The moment the cage opens, we face the daunting task of self-direction. Infinite paths appear, and the weight of choice can be paralyzing. Freedom isn't ease, it's strength. It's learning to trust your judgment, navigate uncertainty, and hold yourself accountable. This is the demanding work of being free. It's harder than following orders, but it's the only path to meaning. True liberty is built, not given. We're conditioned to seek approval from others before acting. We wait for permission to change jobs, pursue dreams, or leave relationships. Outsourcing our decisions keeps us stuck, waiting for consensus that rarely comes. No one can give you permission to live your own life. Relying on others' approval means you may never leap. The authority to act is yours alone. Trust your inner voice, even if it defies outside expectations. Becoming the author of your own story starts with giving yourself permission. The path to freedom winds through the dark woods of the unknown. Fear of failure looms large. What if we leap and fall? The certainty of unhappiness often feels safer than the risk of disaster. We fear judgment too. Stepping off the conventional path invites scrutiny. The loss of comfort and predictability is real. Freedom means instability at first. Our minds urge us to stay where it's safe, even if it's a cage. These fears are valid but often exaggerated. They loom like monsters but shrink when faced. The key isn't to wait for fear to vanish, it never will. Instead, acknowledge it, understand it, and take a small step forward anyway. Carry your fear with you as you walk into the unknown. Growth happens not in the absence of fear, but in moving forward despite it. That's how freedom is won. Sometimes the moment of opportunity brings not exhilaration, but paralysis. The door to freedom opens, but fear floods in. The familiar suddenly feels precious, even if it's misery. We hesitate, unable to take the final step, whether it's quitting a job or leaving a relationship. The unknown feels like a void, and the mind magnifies every risk. This paralysis is a defense mechanism, not failure. Your brain is trying to protect you, but it also keeps you stuck. Overcoming it requires conscious will. Acknowledge the fear, thank your mind, and act anyway. The leap is never easy, but it's the only way to fly. Choosing possibility over certainty is the essence of freedom. The first step is always the hardest and the most important. From birth, we're woven into society's fabric of rules and expectations. We're taught to follow scripts: school, career, marriage, retirement. This structure brings order, but also dependence on external validation. When personal desires diverge from the script, autonomy feels daunting. We're rarely taught to be the architects of our own lives. Our chains are often invisible, made of expectations, not iron. True freedom means recognizing and questioning these invisible scripts. After escaping one cage, we often build another. Different walls, same design. The familiar, even if painful, feels safer than the unknown. We unconsciously seek out new limitations to fill the vacuum of freedom. Old beliefs and habits pull us back into familiar patterns. Breaking the cycle requires sitting with discomfort and resisting the urge to fill the void. Only in this emptiness can we discover what we truly want. Freedom is choosing to build a home, not another prison. The desire for freedom starts as a quiet whisper, a sense that there's more. It surfaces in moments of stillness, questioning if this is all there is. This inner voice is a gentle rebellion against self-imposed limits. Ignoring it leads to numbness and disconnection. Listening is the first step. Create silence, tune in, and trust your inner compass. The voice may not offer a map, only a clear "not this." Trusting this guidance is the beginning of the journey. It points you toward your true north. Freedom isn't won in a single leap, but in small, deliberate steps. It starts by questioning habits and acting for yourself, not for others. Do one thing today purely for you, no audience, no approval needed. Give yourself permission to change, even slowly. Each small act of self-direction cracks the walls of your prison. No one is coming to set you free. The key is in your pocket. The responsibility is yours, but so is the power. The first step, however small, moves you from quiet desperation to authentic freedom. It may be scary and imperfect, but it's yours to take. That's how you unlock the door from within.